Woke up chasing something new, left the weight of all I knew. Heart is racing, skies are clear. This is the moment, this is the year. I've been lost in the undertow, dragging dreams I couldn't show. But every fall, every fight built the wings I used tonight. Now the shadows fade away, and the doubt can't make me stay. Every crack is glowing bright. I was made for this flight. I will rise without fear. Let the wind take me near to the edge of something real, where I finally start to feel I was born for the climb. I'm no longer out of time. This is my atmosphere, and I will rise without fear. Into the skies. Used to run from every sign, kept my dreams behind a line. But I'm done with playing small, now I'm ready for it all. Let the silence speak for me, let my heartbeat set me free. Every storm I used to dread now becomes the path I tread. I will rise without fear. Let the wind take me near to the edge of something real, where I finally start to feel I was born for the climb. I'm no longer out of time. This is my atmosphere, and I will rise without fear. And if I fall, I'll fall in light, carved from truth, not from fright. Even failure can be flight when you've learned how to ignite. So here I go, no turning back. I'm on a brand new track. From the ashes I underneath the velvet sky, dreams collide and so do I. Every light is whispering low, traces fade where feelings go. Through the silence, through the haze, I keep chasing better days. Hold me where the
Hello, everyone. Okay, so let us start off with today's session. So, if you look at our title, right, actually today I am going to share about this structure. So, this structure it is called megaphone structure. So, what actually is a megaphone structure? So, megaphone structure actually is a structure like the one you see as usual, like triangles, symmetrical triangles, and head and shoulders. Those are a common kind of structure that you will see in the market. And a lot of time when we look at structure, right, actually there are a lot of meaning behind each structure actually. So today I will be going to share about this structure. It is called megaphone structure. So what really is a mega structure? Because today we actually have a megaphone structure happening at today's chart. First of all, why it is called a megaphone structure? The name is really the structure. Does it look like a megaphone? The low is getting lower and lower, and the high is getting higher and higher. So, usually when you see this kind of structure, right? First of all, if you wanted to do any trade between this area, right, it is very hard for you to make profit from this kind of setup. There are a few reasons. The first reason is a lot of bull and bear trap actually will happen. Bull and bear trap will happen. Because the low is getting lower. So once the people, they do short over here, straight away, it fly back up. And it will hit those people who put their cut loss at previous high. And this one broke above previous high as well. So that's why a lot of people, when they wanted to do a trade, let's say if they broke out this level, they will straight away enter a long trade. Or after a retracement, you guys will enter a long trade. So this kind of things is actually called bull and bear trap. So that's why whenever actually I saw a megaphone structure, usually I will not execute any trade until the structure is broken towards the upside or the downside. Usually, when megaphone structure, when it happens a breakout, right? Usually the breakout, it will be very, very big movement. Whether it goes up or goes down, once the structure is breakout, it will fly very, very high or very, very low. And a lot of trend changing actually happen in this kind of structure. So let me break it down to you. So if we wanted to look at the direction of XAU, right? So let me explain to you since this morning. So over here, actually it forms a change of trend over here from upside towards the downside. And there is a continuous of trend happening over here. And a change of trend happens again over here. After change of trend, not long later, it has a change of trend towards downside again. And over here, we have a change of trends towards the upside again. So there is a lot of time changing trend from up to down, down to up to down, down to up. So if there is more than 2 to 3 times within a day of change of trend, this is actually indicates the meaning of there is no clear direction. So that's why usually if I see this kind of megaphone structure, right, usually I will try not to trade because no matter what kind of strategy you use, actually most of the strategy in most of the trading strategy eventually will be wiped out in this kind of structure unless you are playing in a smaller time frame, because this is actually 5-minute megaphone structure, right? If you wanted to make some profit, perhaps you have to go into 1-minute time frame already in order for you to make some profit. Yes, because there is too much trap in a 5-minute time frame. So right now, we have a change of trend towards downside over here actually. But if you ask me whether do I wanted to enter a trade or not, if according to my trading SOP, right, this is a lower high, which indicates the seller is getting weaker. Usually, if according to my trading SOP, right, currently when the price retraces back to this EMA line, I will execute a short trade already. But we are currently still in this megaphone structure. That's why I wouldn't take this trade. Because who knows, later when it retraces back to this white color EMA, it has a small retracement over here and straight away go back up to this resistance level. Because right now it already has a bear trap over here. Because it has a fake out happening over here. So there is a chances of the price actually retraces back to this resistance. So that's why, if you ask me, try not to trade today. If you are using 5-minute or 15-minute as your trading time frame. This time frame currently is forming a megaphone structure. Same goes to 15-minute as well. So if you're looking at 15-minute, right, it is also almost the same as 5-minute. There is a change of trend happens over here, and a change of trend towards the downside over here again. So that's why the trend keeps on changing from ups towards downside, from downside towards upside. So no matter what kind of time frame you are using, unless you are using a bigger time frame. So let me go into bigger time frame and look what is happening. Because yesterday we actually had a very big pump. So if you're looking at 1 hour time frame, right, we are actually turning from downtrend into uptrend because a change of trend happened at this blue color box. This is a change of trend from downside to upside. And right now, what I see is this is the second time of higher low. Actually, there is a chances of this megaphone structure will break up towards the upside. It has a chances of breaking up towards the upside. If we're looking at just 1 hour time frame. But if we refer back to 4-hour time frame, okay, 4-hour time frame, we are currently sitting at a resistance level, and somehow we are still in downtrend in 4-hour time frame. Because if we wanted to look for a change of trend in 4-hour time frame, we will have to see the price to broke above this level. This level is 4571. So if you wanted to look for a long trade, we can do it. Yes, we can do it because currently 1-hour time frame, it is uptrend. But it doesn't mean, because currently it has just formed a change of trend, but it didn't form a confirmation of trend in 1 hour. So right now, in 1-hour time frame, if it's in uptrend, right, we will have to look at 5-minute or 15-minute for an entry. So if we did realize a structure of having a reversal signal in 5-minute and 15-minute, we can actually enter a long trade so that we can catch a 1-hour time frame uptrend. Most likely, in 1-hour time frame, it will come and challenge this level. This level is previous high, which is 4559. If the price really will go up, will challenge this 15-minute resistance, which is this megaphone structure. If the price actually came back to this level, there is a chances of breaking up towards the upside and it will challenge this level, which is 4559. But right now in 5-minute time frame, everything is still in downtrend. 5-minute and 15-minute, everything is in downtrend. So the price will have a probability of retracing back down again, or maybe it will retraces back to this trend line, and eventually it will form a continuous of trend if this level is broke below. Okay, if it challenge this trend line. a confirmation of trend will happen. This is the yellow color line is a confirmation of trend. This level is 4508. Okay, so let me do a quick summary in XAU. Usually, if according to my trading SOP, when the price retraces back to this white color EMA, I will enter this short trade. So why do I actually choose to enter this trade at this level? The reason is simple. First of all, it has a change of trend over here, and in 4 hour time frame, it is still in downtrend. And some of this is the second higher low, so this actually indicates the seller is getting stronger than the buyer. But I wouldn't do this short entry. The reason is simple, because currently in 5 minute and 15-minute structure, we are sitting at this megaphone structure. No clear direction. So I wouldn't suggest you guys to do any trade in tonight. Actually, there is one trade set up in the evening, but I didn't took the trade in the end because I worried this is a bull trap. But indeed, it is a bull trap. Once the price grabbed the liquidity of previous high, straight away came down. So my trading SOP is over here. But because of this structure, I will not enter any trade. So that's why actually today I dodged a cut loss actually. I prevented a cut loss to be happen. So next time, whenever you see this kind of structure, you may choose not to enter this kind of trades. Okay? So let me go to Bitcoin. So I will start off with 4 hour time frame. So actually just now, one of my students actually asked me this question. In 4 hour time frame, do we consider right now as a downtrend right now? And can we actually enter a short entry with using 4 hour time frame? So because this question is asked by my students. So if you look at this structure, right, this is a continuous of trend happens over here because you draw one more continuous of trend over here. But to me, this is too small. This is too small. It does not have a very obvious structure happens over here. What I saw over here is just a few candles stick together. That's all. So in 4 hour time frame, in order for me to identify as a CH point, I will look at this level, which is 75,490. This level is a change of trend level. So right now, 4 hour time frame, we are still in uptrend actually. So if we're looking at 1 hour time frame, right? 1 hour time frame, we are also in uptrend right now. We are also in uptrend. There is a higher low happening over here, and change of trend happens over here. There is a small confirmation of trend over here because what I see over here is got a bit obvious this structure, but it is not that nice. So if you ask me whether do I do a long trade over here, I wouldn't do a long trade because the structure is not strong enough in 1 hour time frame. Whereby what can we actually do is we can actually enter a short trade using 15-minute time frame. Yes, currently in 15-minute time frame, it is change of trend over here towards the downside, and some more in 4 hour time frame we are at a downtrend right now, and some more we are in a resistance level. So if we saw an entry in 15-minute time frame, we can actually enter this trade. Do you know how to enter this trade, Eggway? Are you in this live actually? If you're at this live, you may look for an entry in 15-minute time frame. Because currently in 15-minute time frame, actually the structure is very obvious right now. But let me look at ETH first. Because if we wanted to do a short trade, it is much more better for us to do short trade in Ethereum. So let me analyze the chart from scratch again because there is too much drawing just now. Okay, so let me draw a resistance level first. So this is a 1 hour time frame resistance. This morning, actually the price got challenged this level, which is this previous high, and it challenged this resistance as well. So once the price actually retraces back to this resistance, it has failed to close above this yellow color line. So which means the current trend in 1 hour time frame, we are still in downtrend right now. Unless the price actually closed above this level, which is 2150. If the price actually close above this level, then a change of trend will eventually happen. But this is 1 hour time frame, it failed. And some more it touches this resistance. So let me go into 15 minutes to analyze the chart. And perhaps we can find an entry. Okay, so this is the latest trend in 15 minutes. The change of trend happens over here. Okay, actually in Ethereum, we do have an entry opportunity. And some more, this is actually also a resistance level in 15-minute time frame. If we draw a resistance over here, because there are so many points touches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a breakout over here. And some more, a change of trend actually happens over here because a breakout towards the downside over here. So later tonight, I think it will happen somewhere around 9 or 10 o'clock. If the price actually retraces back to this white color EMA, we can enter a short trade in 15-minute time frame. So how do we actually enter this trade? Most likely the price, it will slowly retrace back to this resistance level and the EMA level. So once the price actually touches this level, we can look for an engulfing candle. Then we can enter the trade. And how do we actually put our cut losses? Okay. Fifteen minutes. Okay, so this is your entry. You may put your cut loss at this previous high, which is 2145.7. This is your cut loss. And your entry price, you may put at this resistance level. So let me write it down. Entry price is somewhere around 2120 plus minus. Your stop loss, it will be around 2145.7. Your take profit, you may put at this previous low, which is 2078. Or maybe I put slightly higher. Okay, 2080. Okay, TP. It has a total of 1 to 1.6 risk reward ratio. Yes. So why do we actually enter this trade? So let me share about the insights of this trade. First of all, 4 hour time frame Ethereum, we are in a downtrend right now. So how do I actually identify this downtrend? if we look at overall trend, first of all, it is going down, very obvious. And the second thing is it keeps on breaking the previous low. So in 4 hour time frame, we are in downtrend. So if you're looking at 1 hour time frame, the latest trend is actually over here. So therefore, the price actually this morning, it came back to this resistance level, which is 2150. It has touches a lot of time in this level. So in 1 hour time frame, it has failed to close above this level, and whereby this change of trend did not happen. So if you wanted to do a short trade, because currently the bigger time frame, which is 1 hour and 4 hour time frame, is in downtrend. So if you wanted to do a trade, we would look at a smaller time frame, which is 15 minutes, to look for an entry, because the bias is downtrend. So in 15 minutes, there is a change of trend happens over here, and higher low happen over here as well. So if the price retraces back to this EMA, and it is also a resistance level, this is a good point for us to look for an entry. There is so many reasons that tells us the trend, it is going down very soon. And some more, if we're looking at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, it is the big boss of cryptocurrency. So in BTC right now, 15 minutes, it is going down as well. So right now, if BTC really wanted to go down, we can actually choose to entry an Ethereum pair instead of BTC, because Ethereum is much more weaker than BTC overall. Okay, so this trade you guys may take. Let me put bigger. This is the trade setup for Ethereum. Your entry, it is around 2120. Stop loss is around 2145.7, which is this previous high. And the TP is around 2080. Okay, for Ethereum, Bitcoin, and XAU, any questions? If you guys are good with it, you guys may type number 1 in the chat room to let me know. Okay, nice. So, I have an announcement to make with you guys. So the first announcement is this coming Saturday, which is 2 more days, we are having a seminar regarding teaching you guys how do we actually execute reversal trade. So in this seminar, we will actually taught you guys and give you guys some insights. What are the things that you need to prepare your mentality, and why do people actually trade reversal, and how do you trade reversal better? So I will share this kind of insights within these 3 hours, which is 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So how do you actually register? You can just scan the QR code at this poster and you just fill up the form and you are all good to go. So you can either attend online or you can attend offline. But I would suggest you guys to come physically so that it has a much more easier for us to interact as well. If you wanted to ask any question, you may straight away ask me as well. So if you're in KL, Puchong, or not just Puchong, or Klang Valley, you may come and visit our office. So the location is Vertex Puchong. And of course, we will send the location to you once you have registered the Google form. All right. So it's just 2 more days. This event, it will be happen already. And the second program is currently 10x Hub. We are actually work closely with one of the crypto exchanges, and we are managed to get some reward for you guys actually, because I know that a lot of you guys you guys just trade usually, but you guys do not have any extra reward to achieve, right? So right now, we actually have this incentive. You can call it incentive. You just trade normally as usual, but at the meantime, you have a chance to, sorry, it's not a chance. You see over here, 1 million, 2 million, 3, 4 million, and 8 million. This is the trading volume. So if you have a total of 8 million trading volume, you can actually grab a MacBook Neo for free. Usually when you trade, right, if you trade 8 million national volume, you will not get anything. But right now, if you trade a total of 8 million trading volume, you can actually get a MacBook Neo for free. You hear me out. It's free. It's extra. Okay? So if you wanted to join this trading this campaign, you may scan the QR code at the left side and it will direct you to our team, and my team eventually they will assist you in joining this campaign. So how do you actually join this campaign? My team will assist you. Please scan the QR code and join us in this campaign. This campaign, it will last a total of 15 days. Okay? So if you haven't joined our WhatsApp public group, you may click the link down in the description and we'll discuss about trading chart every single day and we can chit chat over there. Alright, so I will see you guys this Saturday, and remember to join our trading campaign. This is an extra reward for you. So right now, what I'm waiting is I'm just waiting for an entry in Ethereum, and let's hope we can make some profit in this trade. Alright, thank you everyone. If you guys got questions, you guys may drop any questions in the chat room. If you guys do not have any questions, you guys may type good in the chat room. Okay, good. Okay, so for XAU, oh, I saw it came down already. So which means a confirmation of trend actually happened in 5 minutes. Okay, because it broke this previous low. But I do not recommend you guys to execute any trade in XAU tonight because of this megaphone structure, bull and bear trap. It will happens a lot of time, whereby we can choose to enter Ethereum trade. This is much more nicer, this setup. Yeah. So let's just wait. Anything, you guys may PM me. Alright. See you guys. And I wish you guys all the best in trading. Thank you. Bye bye.
soft as glass and sweet as rain. Hold me where the shadows end. Let the moment start again. All the noise begins to fade. Where the colors night has made. Velvet sky. Don't let go. Velvet sky. I still know. Time dissolves in violet hue. Every dream returns to you. If we fall, then let it be. Like a wave upon the sea. Underneath the velvet sky, dreams collide and so do I. Velvet sky. I still know. I was lost in the noise, fading out without a choice. But the silence pulled me in. Now I know where to begin. I've been walking through the haze, counting shadows, counting days. But I found light in my skin. Now I'm not who I've been. And I feel the fire rise, like the stars behind my eyes. Everything that held me back burns away and fades to black. I was broken, I was blind, now I see, now I shine. From the edge I learned to fly, made my peace, said goodbye to